Good afternoon, a good Erev Shabbos to everyone. We've been talking a lot about Moses, the leader of the Jewish people that we call Moshe Rabbeinu, our teacher till today. And literally he teaches us till today and inspires us through the life that Moshe led and the Torah that he gave us. We also call the Torah, Torat Moshe, the Torah of Moshe. But what's interesting is we all read the story of Moses in the burning bush when God appears to Moses and pleads with him to go tell Pharaoh to let the people go out of Egypt. And Moses says, I can't do it, choose someone else. And he insists to God that he can't do it. And Moshe says, please, I have a speech impediment. It's hard for me to speak. We all know the story that Moses had a speech impediment. And what does God say? You go. I will be with you along the whole way. And the words you say will have the impact they have to have on the people they have to have, even with your speech impediment. But the $1,000,000 question we always ask is, why did God have to choose a leader for the Jewish people who has a speech impediment? Or why did he have to make Moses have a speech impediment if he was supposed to be the leader? After all, he's going to give these powerful speeches. You would think he has to be an eloquent orator. He has to be able to mesmerize the people with his speech. Yet Moshe says, I have a speech impediment. Moshe stuttered. Why did God do it that way? And my friend, my colleague, he alerted me to this remarkable article about a guy in Israel named Uri Yitzchak Shachar. Uri Yitzchak Shachar is a 25-year-old young man who has cerebral palsy. He's bound to a wheelchair, and he has a very difficult time speaking. And this week, he got his rabbinic ordination. And when he got his rabbinic ordination, they asked him, tell me, what inspired you to get a rabbinic ordination? Why did you do it? And he gives 3 answers in this article that I was alerted of, which really could be maybe the 3 reasons why God chose Moses, or at least some of the reasons, because there's many. The first one is, he says that he wanted to get smicha, he wanted to become a rabbi, because he wanted all those that have impediments, that have hardships, that have imperfections. They shouldn't think the Torah is not for them. Oh, the Torah is only for those who are eloquent, who have no challenge, who have nothing to overcome. He says, no, I wanted to get smicha. Me, a 25-year-old, get smicha. If someone with cerebral palsy could get smicha, then what does it tell the rest of the people? Your impediments don't hold you back from acquiring Torah knowledge and becoming a Torah scholar and engaging with your spirituality. Maybe that's why God chose Moses. That Moshe should be the one to inspire the Jews. If Moshe with a speech impediment could be the leader of the Jewish people, and we could have Torah Moshe, then each and every one of us, no matter what our impediments are, could connect to the Torah, could lead, could inspire. The second thing he says is, he says, unfortunately, I was born with cerebral palsy, and I'm bound to a wheelchair, and I have a speech impediment. But God also gave me many talents to overcome these challenges. For example, he says, I have a photographic memory. I have a tremendous memory. In fact, at 25 years old, many people don't even study the Talmud once. He studied the entire Talmud 12 times at the age of 25. He says, when I learn something, I get engaged in it, and I study it well, and I'm able to understand it quickly. And he said, I wanted those with impediments in their life and challenges and struggles to know that if God gave you a challenge, he gave you something great, another gift to overcome it. Maybe that's why God chose Moshe. And we should know that even the greatest leader with this impediment had so many other talents, because ultimately, even when you have a challenge, God gives you the gifts to overcome it. And the third and moving reason that Uri Yitzchak Shachar said that he decided to become a rabbi, he says many people in life, things come easy for them. They are able to do things quickly and successfully, and they take the effort for granted because it's all about accomplishments, and they only celebrate, oh, what have I accomplished? Because since they have no effort in what they do, or at least not much effort, they think, oh wow, it's all about what I could accomplish. But he said, I wanted those to know that it's not just about what you accomplish, it's the effort, the toil you put into it. He says, how hard was it to me to be able to become a rabbi, to be able to be ordained? I wanted those with struggles, with challenges, that work so hard to get little things done, to know that it's not just about what you accomplish, it's about the effort you put in. In fact, it's a remarkable thing when we finish the Talmud, any tractate, we say the famous words Anu amelim. We toil and we get rewarded, and they toil and they don't get rewarded. And what does this mean? And the answer the rabbis tell us is that some places they look at, oh, what have you accomplished? They don't look at your toil. But the Torah says, no, the toil is important too. Right? There's the famous quote that says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Laughing that intentions don't matter. But in Judaism, intentions, effort, toil, it all matters. And that's why Uri Yitzchak Shachai said, I wanted to get smicha to show that the effort is also important. And maybe that's why God chose Moses. That we should recognize that it's not just about what you accomplish. It's about the hardships you overcome. It's about the effort you make to accomplish it. May God give each and every one of us to find our gifts in life, to find our successes, to find the things that God gave us that only we could accomplish, and to be able to be happy with it, to work hard for it, and to be able to celebrate its successes. Have a Shabbat Shalom.